and we are live, Monday Night Live. Alright? Y'all know what time it is. This is a Top Shelf Monday. I don't even think we've ever called it that. It's Top Shelf Monday. Lights, camera, action. I just gotta get my brothers in here because we got some fun conversation to be had. Oh, we got people coming in here already. Where's my brothers at? My brothers. So we can have some combo. You know what I'm saying? Welcome. What's up, brothers? I y'all both are here at the same time. Fire.
What's going on, gentlemen?
Gotta put on your traveling clothes.
Let me tell you. Anthony, you the one traveling. You got that coconut shirt on, nigga.
That's how Anthony wears. That's what he wears all the time. So
hey,
that's his normal attire.
But I love it because if he stay ready,
you gotta be ready.
My bag is ready and packed, bro.
Anthony said, "I don't even know where I'm going yet."
That's right.
Send me that little air shine.
What's up, Teray?
What's good, everybody?
Y'all know what we need to do. Yo, Anthony, can you lead us in some prayer, brother?
Lord God, I thank you. Thank you so much, Lord God, as we come before you, Lord God. I just want to give just a moment of silence, Lord God, for the people in the Buffalo, Lord God, and the family, Lord God. Lord God, we had a terrorist attack, Lord God, on the Black community once again, Lord God. Send some healing. Send some love, Lord God. Cover us as we have a conversation today, Lord God. Let it be fun. Let it be energetic. But always, we never defend. We never try to offend. We just try to come with love and peace.
Yes.
All right? In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Teray, what's going on?
What's up, Teray? So, for everybody out there, we know a lot of people have been watching the news. A lot of people have been seeing what's going on. We just want to take a quick moment of silence for the families that are affected by the Buffalo shooting. And if y'all could just be with us just for this second, this moment of silence for the victims of the Buffalo shooting. Thank y'all so much. We really appreciate y'all for being with us in this time. And our prayers and our condolences goes out to those affected. This was a terrorist attack, like as Anthony said. And we will continually pray for them.
Facts. We will pray for the family. Keep the family in prayer.
Absolutely.
I wish, you know, it's so sad. I wish I would say, I hope this doesn't happen again. But they still haven't passed that anti-lynching bill. So,
but this is America.
Unfortunately,
that's a fact, bro.
Yeah, man. Until we get these laws passed, bro.
Yeah.
Nothing changes if nothing changes.
But you know what's unfortunate though? Even if they pass any like the anti-hate laws, they pass.
It's still gonna happen.
It's still going to take place. You can't unless you change the heart and mind of those individuals who lives and breathes hate. It doesn't matter what laws you pass; people still going to do it. It doesn't really matter, unfortunately. So, fortunately, if this will happen again, and you know, it's messed up.
Yeah.
Right. Most definitely. So, you know, our thoughts and prayers definitely go out to everybody once again that is affected on the East Coast. On another note, fellas, let me ask you guys, do y'all have any vacation plans for this summer? Or for this year?
For this year?
Yeah.
Well, you know, Juneteenth weekend I'll be down in Florida. So it's kind of like a vacation celebration.
You know, the shirt's gonna be
for
off.
The occasion. You said what? I didn't. What you say, Anthony?
The shirt's gonna be off.
not at the reception. It won't be. You will be escorted out. There's no question about that. You will be escorted out.
about to be
Not
in
by
that.
Ron, not by Ron, please.
We about to be in that slave heat.
And you about to, but yeah, now I have that going on, and then me and wife were actually planning like an actual vacation for me and her because we never took our honeymoon. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
really?
So yeah,
Did not know
no,
that.
no, we never had a chance because during the time when we had got married, that's when all the cases were spiking up with COVID.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
So
gotta-
we ended up falling back. So we actually are planning to take one before the year's over. Probably maybe like in August. We're thinking about either August, if not August, probably around November.
yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Aunt? You and wifey, y'all about to soup up the sedan and head out somewhere?
So one thing about Mr. Thompson, I do not do road trips. I get anxiety. Like my brain, I can only do 2 hours, bro. Like I literally could just do 2 hours. Maybe it's like my focus is
Yeah.
all over the place, but I cannot do more than 2 hours. That's one. Two.
So you only going to Philly?
Facts.
Pretty much.
I am going to Philly in August, but one going to Florida, and then so what I begin to realize when, like, say for example, you're going somewhere, is all connecting flights. Cause nonstop flights are like $1,000.
At least a K. At least a K.
And you know those scams where you try to be on Tuesday, 2:00 in the morning, and like, nope, we caught on.
What's up, Celeste? Yeah.
Nah, but
What's up, Celeste?
so one
What's
thing
up,
that
Pastor Michelle?
I've done for the last 3 years in our marriage is that I try to make sure that every anniversary we are in somewhere else. So every anniversary we are somewhere else. We wake up somewhere else. So we're gonna wake up in Costa Rica.
Oh.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Oh, y'all gonna wake up. Y'all gonna wake up in Costa Rica.
So we be traveling in Costa Rica because our flight gets in on our anniversary. But you get the point, though.
No, that's dope.
I get you.
That's
I
dope.
understand you. Nah, ain't nothing wrong. I like you said wake up in Costa Rica. Anthony gonna be like,
we will be there for 5 days.
ooh,
Yeah.
I love it.
So I am in love. Like, Janelle introduced me to traveling. The only thing I knew was Jamaica, Queens. So
I thought you were gonna say Kingston, Jamaica.
I was like Barbados. She took me all over the place. So
I love
because
it.
of her, I love traveling now.
Didn't y'all go to Puerto Rico too?
We went to Puerto Rico when Corona was alive.
Oh, Corona's
Say
still
that.
alive, no.
Side note,
Corona's
it's
still
going up in
alive.
New York, but that's another conversation.
Mm-hmm.
What up, Baton?
That's,
What up, bro?
But that's
yeah,
good, though,
man. So
Costa
me and
Rica.
my wife, man, look, we didn't get to travel last year, so this year we going all out. It's not,
Woo!
not
Hawaii,
no game, bro. We going to Hawaii for our. We just booked the flights, and we are going in September around a little bit after my birthday.
Okay.
Because for those who know, we got married on the week of my birthday.
Okay.
And so we're going a little bit after that. We'll be landing in Hawaii the day of our anniversary.
That's
and
dope.
so we'll be in Hawaii on our anniversary. But
That's beautiful, bro.
Before that, though, because I remember this tip Anthony gave me. We're going to be flying from California, so we're going to meet up my brother in California.
That's dope. That's dope.
So we're going to be in Sacramento.
Yo, I need my 10% of my flight ticket.
So we're going to be in Cali, kicking it with my brother, eating some good food.
I love it.
And then we'll be in Hawaii.
On top of that, in regards to
what's up, David?
Going to Costa Rica, we're gonna go to Chicago,
mm-hmm.
and we're gonna go to Charlotte to see my brother.
Okay.
That's
okay.
Good.
Yeah.
Is that reconciliation?
That's reckless. That's all that, baby.
That word.
That's our planting. That's planning. That's all that, baby.
That's good. I'm actually happy. I'm very happy to hear that. That's dope, man.
Yeah, bro. So I'm really happy.
Good,
I'm gonna try to see if I can get my mom to come out there too.
I love that.
We're gonna be a day, but allowing her to just see my brother. We have a family dinner and things of that nature.
I love it. And then at the end of the year for Christmas, we're spending Kansas. We're going to Kansas for Christmas. So
talking of village, I just want to stop here right quick. I've been trying to go to Kansas for like 4 years, bro. Like, I'm a little tight now.
Anthony, you always be doing something now. You always be doing something. You be like, Janelle got class. I like, she ain't even in school.
Listen, you can ask Anthony. Anthony's back. Hold on, let me check my calendar first.
Anthony said we're
That's
actually
always,
gonna
that's
be.
always his goal.
Actually, we're gonna be in Honduras around that time.
I literally, so if you are married, we are 3 married men. I literally just now put together a Google Calendar because I was tired of asking Janelle, what are you doing to this? What are you doing that? What are you doing? I was like, just make sure you put, you're busy at this time, you're doing this, so we can be able to like work together when we like are busy. Because as an entrepreneur, you're now busy, your days look different, and X, Y, and Z. So I just want to make sure if I'm planning anything, I'm planning something for her and I.
Okay.
So Google Calendar is my best friend.
A lot of stuff coming up, but I'm just can we say that like when you were on vacation, you a different person?
No,
can we say
bro.
That? Can we? Are you somebody else? I know I am.
I'm definitely.
I just like to
person,
enjoy,
bro.
Man. Yeah. I just like to enjoy, chill, relax, man. I'm that. I'm just chill, relax.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Away from all the stress and worries of the world.
You know what I hate is when people want to do regular stuff on vacation. Like, I don't like when people be like, oh, we just gonna sit here and watch TV in here. Okay, now I understand if the game is on. If the game is on, have at it. But if it's just like, yo, the beach is outside. If the beach is outside.
Facts.
So hold on. So let me ask you this: Are you the type when you got? Are you guys the type when you guys go on vacation? You guys have to have an itinerary, or just like to
no,
just
that is not me.
That's me. That's not Janelle, but that's me.
Okay.
So Anthony, you're the one that likes the itinerary, and Fred, you say you're not. You don't care about
all the itinerary.
Let me tell you something, Jeff. The one thing I learned is that for me, I'm gonna say for me in my experience, like when I went to Brazil, I made a whole schedule lined up, and then I'm like, nigga, I'm in Brazil.
Facts.
I was like, nigga, get this out of here.
Before you got married, right?
Like, I'm doing everything. I was like, I'm going to the Jesus statue. I don't know how I'll make it there, but I'm gonna get there. There's some other stuff I gotta do that I won't be talking about right now.
This is before you got married. Just want to put
before I got married, of course. No, but Jeff, it's for me. I feel like it's just I don't know when you're here, when you're at home and you plan a time out. You know, you plan stuff out because you know. In New York, you know there's going to be traffic. You know there's going to be mad people. You know the weather going to not be nice or it may be nice. You don't know. It's in between. So in New York, you know, in New Jersey, you have to prepare. You know, when you out in another place, in another country, you're in another zone, man. It's just like what will come, whatever, bro. Let's go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's how I am when I travel. I don't like itineraries because I feel like when I'm home, there's already an itinerary. Like, you know, Monday through Friday from 9 to 5, I'm working, right?
Right.
Sunday, you know what I'm saying? I go to church. You know what I'm saying? You know, Tuesday, you know, I'm going to church, you know, pray me, all these different things, right? I already have a schedule. So I'm on vacation. It's like, for me, mentally, I don't want a schedule because I'm already used to having a schedule. I just want to just enjoy where I'm at. Not saying that like, okay, a certain day, like,
what's up,
I
Luke?
want to try to check out this excursion or try to do this or whatever it is, but I just don't need like an actual itinerary or schedule because I just want to relax. I just want to enjoy the time where I'm at, you know what I'm saying, and experience all that I can with the, you know, within the time frame that I'm at, that, you know, whatever vacation spot that I'm at.
So what about you, Ant? Like,
so I had to merge that thought that my bro just said, because Janelle had that same thought, and I'd be like, "Yo, you don't want to do this, you don't want to do that," and it used to frustrate me. So what I did is, in my mind, I put a day where we just relax, so we compromise. And normally when you go on trips, they have certain like itineraries planned out for you. For example, when you got to do ATV or when you're doing dinner and things of that nature. I only do itineraries so we can be able to know, all right, this is what we're going to do today. This is what we're going to do on Friday.
Right.
Yes, you can chill if you want it to be in the itinerary. It can be. But
Right.
we just know where we're gonna be going every day. I
So
don't
she
see
meet
nothing
you
wrong
right
with
in
it.
the middle, and your
Yeah,
wife.
so it's a middle thing. So it's like, you know what? I'll meet you in the middle. So when we went to what was it? Jamaica the other day. That's what I did. We just chill, bro.
Okay.
It was
Okay.
chill. It was beautiful, and I think I took on Jeff mentality. Is like if we wanted to go somewhere, we go somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
But if not, cool. We just chill.
Okay. And Anthony, where are all the places that you've been thus far out of whether it be out of like I'll say out of country?
I would say Jamaica, Barbados,
Mm-hmm.
Canada,
Mm-hmm.
London,
Mm-hmm.
Miami.
Ooh. Okay.
That's it at this moment.
Okay. What about
I
you,
wish I
Anthony?
could go more, but that's all I have.
What about you, Jeff?
For me, outside of the country, Canada a couple of times, Haiti, St. Martin
Oh, you went to
about three or
Haiti?
four
Oh,
times.
love
Yeah,
that.
yeah, I've been to Haiti twice.
I love it.
Twice? Yeah, twice. I've been to Haiti twice. St. Martin, Jamaica,
Ooh,
Bahamas.
beautiful.
I've been to Bahamas like maybe like 5, 6 times. Because
Ooh.
like when I used to live in Florida, Bahamas is like right there, so you can
Yeah,
take
that's
like
like
this quick
that's an
trip
hour
there.
away.
Yeah, it's like super quick. Where else did I? What else? Like Puerto Rico,
You know, Rachel owns the
Mexico,
Puerto
itinerary.
Aruba,
Oh, Puerto Rico, my fault.
Yeah, Anthony, what's
Aruba's
wrong with you?
I
yeah,
love
yeah,
Puerto
yeah.
Rico, bro.
Yeah, Puerto Rico
Yeah,
fire.
Puerto Rico's dope. Puerto Rico's dope. Aruba is really nice. Super nice. I love the Aruba. Mexico. That's it for outside the country that
I
I can
love
think of.
it.
Time. Yeah,
I love
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Mine is okay. So Puerto Rico. I've been to St. Croix, Barbados, and Brazil,
Yep.
uh, and I think that's it. I think that's it. So thus far, yeah, I think that's it thus far. And then of course, Hawaii this year, and like I want to. There's some. Okay, now here's the question: what's 3 places that you gotta go? What's the bucket list? The three on the bucket list.
For me, I would say
What's up, George?
South Africa.
Georgie.
South Africa,
Okay.
Ghana. I definitely want to go to Africa, period. But Ghana and South Africa are the 2 main ones in Africa that I want to go
Mm-hmm.
to. And then I actually want to do like that Europe tour, so like Spain,
You want to hit all of
England.
them.
I want to do all of
Ooh,
them.
So
Yeah,
Euro trip.
that Euro
yeah.
trip exactly. That's those are the top 3 places
What's up,
I want to
Femi?
go to.
Femi!
And Tahiti. If I'm gonna add
Miss you,
like a
bro.
fourth one, Tahiti. Tahiti, I
Okay.
definitely go to Tahiti. What's up, Femi?
I would say for me, 3 on my list that's left after I hit Hawaii. I gotta say, like, of course, I definitely gotta hit Africa. Gotta hit Africa. Like that's definitely on my list. I've been wanting to go to Germany for the longest. Like
Love
for
it.
like same thing like you, Jeff. Hit Germany, Spain, because things I've been hearing. See Athens and Greece and
Yeah,
Ooh,
all of that. I gotta see the statues and all of that. I want to see
yeah,
France. I want to see
ooh,
all of that.
ooh.
I want that whole
You
thing,
want all that experience.
all of
Ooh.
that.
hmm
And then of course I want to see where my wife's family is from in Haiti as well.
Yes.
Definitely, I just gotta go. What about you, Ant? What's the wonders of the world you still gotta see?
Ooh, I would love to see. I would love to go to Africa on a group trip, couple trip, marriage trip. Whoever would want to go, I would want to plan that 2 years out and say we're going to Africa. I would love to do that. That's
Okay.
fun. I would love to go on a cruise with my mom and dad, and Janelle as well. Me and my parents never been on a cruise.
Oh, that was fine. Oh,
Yeah.
Egypt. Dang, we getting Anthony,
Ooh, Egypt. Ooh.
we getting a lot of travel spots.
I do want to go. So I have more than 3. I apologize. So I want to go to Egypt so I can wear that to the outfit. I just want to wear the outfit, bro. I just want to wear the outfit. I want to be in the desert, having a cigar. I just want to take a picture. And I want to be around my bros.
You gonna come back? You gonna come back? Closet black. In the closet black. Like,
And yo,
that's how dark you gonna be.
and then I've
Oh
been
man,
trying. I don't know if you know, but
Yeah.
I want to go to Tulum. I've been trying to plan to go to Tulum for about 2 years. And
Yeah.
every time
Oh, you know what I forgot? Fiji. I want to go to Fiji so
I
bad.
never want to go to Fiji.
Yeah,
And
Fiji.
Bali,
Oh,
Bali, and Bali, and
I
Bali.
heard
And
Fiji is beautiful. I heard it's extremely
yeah,
beautiful, man.
bro. Yo,
I heard
me and
some
Wifey
amazing
was
about
looking at
Fiji.
some spots before Hawaii. We was looking at
uh-huh.
Fiji. We was like, yo, this is like hidden.
Yep, yep. So I
Somebody,
want to go to all those places.
Anthony, I want to read some of these in the chat.
Please.
BW Counselor said Africa is a must for me.
Facts. Let's all go.
I'm with the ish. Germany is dope, but I definitely want to go to the motherland. Femi
Yes,
said Spain and Germany are beautiful. BW Counselor said Germany is beautiful and it's my favorite. Mykonos is a chef's kiss. I'm with the ish. Egypt is a must for me.
What up, Irish? What's going on, bro?
Louvre said Nigeria and the Maldives. Wait, the Maldives though?
Woo!
You gotta take a plane to a plane,
bro.
Yeah, that's true.
You remember your question you asked when you be different?
Yeah,
I'm acting raunchy. I'm gonna have a pinky every time I drink. I'm like this. I'm in my Rick Roach.
Anthony like
with no shirt on.
With no
shirt on.
Yo, Femi said Egypt is the Valley of Kings.
Ooh.
Lou said Dubai. Now that's different. Dubai?
Yeah.
Let me tell you, Dubai though. Oh, she said BW Counselor also said Bali. Bali is one
Bali's
of
too. Yeah. Bali's is another spot I want to go to.
Yo, we should do a top shelf trip.
Shoot, let's go. Speaking of trips, we got a topic at hand.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Anthony brought up a topic. Anthony, you want to talk about this topic?
So I'm just thinking, because you know I love traveling. And I'm like, I'm looking through all these blogs, these Instagrams. I'm always seeing people doing group trips with their girls. I'm like, yo, do guys, husbands, boyfriends, do they go on a trip by themselves? Because I've never had anyone say, yo, bro, let's go to Puerto Rico, or let's go to Barbados. So I've always wanted to know, do guys go on trips by themselves?
As a group? Yeah. Definitely. I haven't done one personally as a group trip. Every time I was supposed to, like, something would happen, but I know guys who, like, they plan out, like, yearly. It's like, all right, yo, we're doing a group trip to whatever it is. Whether if it's
only guys.
DR. Yeah, no, only guys. Yeah, it's a guy's trip. Like, DR to Brazil to Colombia.
Can we do a middle shelf trip?
There you go. Middle shelf trip. I like that. Nah, I like that. I like that. But yeah, definitely. Or even to, like, yo, Miami. You know, dudes love going to Miami. You know what I'm saying? You know, as guys trips. But yeah, definitely.
Yo, dudes always go to Miami or Vegas. It's always Miami
or Vegas. That's a fact,
always
bro.
Miami or Vegas. Or here's the third one, Mexico.
Just don't go to what's that called?
Dominican
Republic by yourself if you're married.
No, I got one. So, okay, here's the thing. I did go on a group trip with some guys. So I went to Brazil with my homies. Like, we went in 2015? Like a little bit before I met my wife. Like,
and so
I didn't meet my wife till 2 years later.
Okay.
So we went and we just made a decision. We was just like, yo, where y'all want to go? We need to get out of the country. That was my first time out of country. And then we wound up going and we had a blast. We went to so many parties, man. Ooh. We didn't know the language and we was hanging. We hashtagged three bros go to Rio. And
that's dope. I like that.
Girls just going up to you, like, I like that brown eyes.
I'll talk to you later about that, Anthony. It was serious. It was a movie. It was a movie. But like just besides all the craziness, the art, the food,
beautiful,
the people, it was beautiful, man.
So Brazil should be on my top list.
Let me tell you, it's bro. We was there for 7 days. I was like, we should have been there for a month. I was
nice.
There was so much stuff. I was like, we need to explore this island, bro. This was the only time. This was the first beach that I was ever on. That I was like, you know what? We ain't gotta go back.
Facts.
Like,
You ready to become a Brazilian citizen?
Yo, bro, you think to
Yeah,
yourself like,
yeah, Jeff. What'd you say?
when you're about to leave, you think to yourself, do I gotta go back?
Right.
That last day,
Jeff,
you
I know
like,
you've been there too.
Oh
Shoot.
yeah, nah, definitely. Like when I went to St. Martin, I felt like that because I love St. Martin, and that's like one of my favorite islands to visit because there's a Dutch side and there's
Yeah.
a French side, and over there, man, it's like I just had such amazing. Every time I go there, I had such amazing time, especially too because I have like a cousin who lives there, and then also one of my mans lived there. Like I actually met him there, and we just like clicked. And then every time I've gone there, like he's always just make sure I had a good time, man. It was like, yo, I don't want to leave. The food is good, the beach is amazing, the vibe is chill. It's like one of those places you could just like travel on your own. Yo, I love it. That and Aruba. Aruba, oh my gosh. One of the most amazing beaches I've been to was in Aruba.
ooh.
As far as with the
Yeah.
islands. Like it
I bet you
was
want to book a ticket.
so beautiful, so chill,
What's
relaxing.
up, Tiffany?
The year that I went, or the time that I went, it was like 2014,
Ooh.
2013. That weekend I went, because we stayed for a week.
Yeah.
But like during the tail end of the trip, they had this I forgot what they call it, man. But it's basically like all these fraternities and sororities was out there. Like there's some type of event that they have. It's like right before Memorial Weekend. And yo, when I say it was lit, they had like these beach parties. Yo, it was lit.
Before you got married, correct?
Lit. Huh?
Before you got married, right?
No, I was married.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh, you went on a guy trip when you got married?
No. This was a trip that I went. I never been on a guy's trip before. Yeah, I never been on a guy's trip before. This was just a vacation that we went on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's the beach life is different.
It's definitely different.
It's a different. And then, like Jeff, when I was in the beach was Ipanema, and we were on the beach, bruh. You got people bringing you shrimp. You got people bringing you, bro, beer. You got people bringing you food, like steak, like party steak, bro. They bring you everything, bro. You don't have to leave.
Nah, bro.
It's like everything is there. I was on the beach for 6 hours.
Ooh.
Never in my life have I been on the beach that long.
And you just chilling.
Yo, the sun not that hot. You know, it's hot, but it ain't hot. You know, just chilling. You know,
you don't got to worry about nothing, right? Ugh,
so
that's beauty.
I think the question at hand, right, was Anthony was talking about the trips, right? So, you know, guys trips, girls trips. Okay, being that we're all married, of course. If your partner, your wife, she come to you and say, "Hey, babe, I got a question for you. I was just wondering if me and the girls could go away for 3 days."
Who asks questions like that?
Facts.
Me and the girls gonna go away for 3 days. I just need some time. What's your response to that? I need 3 days.
Let me help you pack.
Anthony about to sleep on the couch again. This dude love getting himself in trouble.
Let me help you pack. That's your response, man? For real. I'm with Ish. My wife don't speak that nice, first of all.
Nah, I think for me, honestly, I think I would want my wife to go on a girls trip if she wants to.
Is that right?
Yeah. I will.
Okay.
I will pay, like, for example, when I become wealthy, I'm in that process stage.
Yeah.
Oh, she right here.
Oh man.
No, I'm not in trouble yet. But I will pay for her girls to go out and like 5 days. Say, hey, you want your friends to go out? No problem. Like I want.
You paying for her friends too?
Huh?
You say you paying for her friends also?
Like I said, when I become
hold them accountable. Friends on the live.
Oh God.
So I will pay her for her friends. No problem. That's no problem.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Sabina said.
I ain't doing all that. I'll pay for my wife to go on the trip. I'll pay her portion, but I ain't paying for her friends. I ain't doing all that.
Nah. So if I become wealthy, I said, if I become wealthy, I will pay for all her friends. Now, There's a limit though. I'm not paying for like 20. I'm paying like for 5 to 10.
That's how people go broke.
And you. Exactly.
And we going frontier. So
You going frontier, not frontier.
So frontiers. So you guys going to Arkansas? That's the trip.
right.
Y'all fly Spirit? What y'all doing?
He said
Y'all
frontier.
gonna have 3 connecting flights.
So Anthony, what I'm getting from you is like that. If it's her and 3 other friends, right?
I have no problem.
It's cool to leave.
Nah, go. Because I've always learned, I've never want you to feel like you're like trapped. Like you are trapped. You are like, I would never want to be like that. Like, yo, go chill, have fun. I always believe in enjoyment. So go have fun with your friends. But at the end of the day, just respect me. We're a brand. You represent the Thompson. And that's how I look at it.
Okay. As your wife said, we hold you accountable. And
Facts.
you know what I'm saying? It's a village. Okay, what about you, Jeff? Same question. Joanna come to you and she want to go away for 3 days. What we doing?
Nah, let her. I mean, to me, it's not. I don't feel like she would need to ask my permission or whatever. I'll tell her, like, no, go ahead. Because the same thing like Anthony was echoing. Like, you need to. To me, I strongly believe in couples taking time apart as far as like doing their own thing at times. Because it's like sometimes when you're in each other's face on a consistent basis and all the time, it's like this is where it's like you kind of get sick of each other. You need that time apart. You know what I'm saying? So you guys can miss each other and then come back together and start loving on each other. So for me, it's like I wouldn't have a problem with it if she went on vacation with her, like did a girls trip for 3 days, 4 days, or whatever, how long. I trust my wife enough to where that she'll come back home, say the same that she was when she left. You know what I'm saying? And to answer your question, to Ray,
good question, Teray.
Single or married, doesn't matter to me because again, I trust my wife and I trust the company that she's around. Now, if she has sketchy friends, then I may have to question it. But I'm also the type of person. I'm the type of husband. I'm not a controlling husband. Where you can't do this, or I got to check up on you, see what you're doing. I can't control what her friends are going to do. You know what I'm saying? But I trust my wife enough that she will be out there being responsible. Like Anthony said, we're a brand. You represent this last name, and she's not going to do anything to disrespect it.
Now, Jeff, you brought up something that I didn't think about. There's some friends that you're not going out with, bro. I just have to say. There's some friends
that I won't go out with?
Because they're going to be doing things that I may not like. I got to respectfully. But Janelle got friends like that, so I would say...
So I wouldn't have to worry about that.
So I wouldn't have to worry about that. But if she did have friends like that, I'd be like, nah, I don't like what her friend represents. Yeah. Respectfully.
No, most definitely. So in those type of situations, it's a little tough, right? Because what happens is like you don't want to like not tell your wife that she can't go because you don't trust one or two of her friends because that causes an argument, that causes an issue. Because what's gonna happen is when you want to go on your guys' trip, she's gonna bring that up like all of a sudden she doesn't like Fred. You get what I'm saying?
But no reason.
Nah, they flip it. They'll flip it. So this is where you have to trust your spouse and trust like, such and such may wild out, but I trust my wife that she's not gonna do something that's gonna be disrespectful. And I have this belief too. To me, at the end of the day, when it comes to like cheating or doing something that's disrespectful, they're gonna do it anyways, whether if they locally or they internationally. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it.
Plus tax.
There's nothing that you can do to really prevent it. If that person's heart is to do something that's going to damage your marriage, they're going to do it regardless. So it's like, why put yourself through that stress? So again, I trust my spouse. I trust she's not going to do anything, and then and that's all I can do at that point.
Yeah,
Vicky, what's going on? Fred, what you thinking? What you thinking over there, bro?
I was thinking about it like when Anthony, you first brought the question to us. Like I could say I'm cool with the 3 days, but like if we going into like a week or something like that, then I'm just like, yo,
two more days. He's gonna cook for me. He's like, who's gonna cook for me?
Yeah, bro. It ain't even. It's not even only that too, but yeah, it is the cooking. I ain't gonna lie, my wife be throwing down, bro. I swear, look,
he don't miss something.
I need that chicken. You know what I'm saying? Like
He's I only could do Popeyes for so long.
that's it. No, but I honestly wouldn't limit her. I would limit my wife. Like if this is something that she had planned, and it was like, okay, we're going for 5 days. It's gonna be me, and then this girlfriend, this girlfriend, this girlfriend, and I have their contacts. Then cool, because on on vacation, anything could happen.
Facts.
I just want to make sure that
Facts.
she's protected, taken care of, that I know where she is. I'm not controlling or overprotective or any of those things. I just want to know just in case anything go down. You know, that's all. Like I'm not gonna be like, hey baby, what you doing? We just got here. We 3 minutes in. I'm gonna 2 minutes later. Babe, listen, I know I called you 3 minutes ago.
I just want to know what you're doing.
Yeah, what you doing?
Yo, drop questions in the chat. What you thinking?
No, he's not calling. They FaceTiming. I gotta see your face.
But
so are y'all text? So Fred, Jeff, are you guys texting, calling every day? What if they don't communicate with you because they have an itinerary?
No, I mean, I would just only require let me just hear from you once. That's it.
Okay,
just once out the day. I don't need to make sure that you're good and that's it. I don't need to like every other
Jeff
hour.
is relaxed.
Because why put yourself to? Because then you got to start ruining their vacation.
Facts.
Because look at it this way. When you on vacation, let's say you guys are doing a guys trip. Let's say all of us do a guys trip, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And including Femi, including I am with Ish. We would invite him over there too. We're gonna invite all the guys. Yeah. Everybody's gonna be in the building, right? And Sabina, Janelle, Joanne, like every 2, 3, 4 hours, they're texting and calling to see what we're doing. That's going to get annoying after a while. You're not going to be able to enjoy it because now you have to feel like you have to have your phone on you at all times. You know what I'm saying? You got to make sure you have service or Wi-Fi. Just to check your it ruins the trip. So, again, why do it to them? That's how I look at it. Because to me, if you're doing that, this is my personal opinion, I feel like there's some form of trust issues that's there.
Facts.
Again, I trust that as long as I hear from her once that she's safe, you know what I'm saying? The only thing that I probably would ask for is like, let me just get the number to the hotel that you're at.
Facts.
Just in case if there's an emergency. So there's some form of way I can get in contact with you.
Facts.
For emergency purposes. Other than that, listen, enjoy yourself, have fun, take all the pictures, you know what I'm saying?
Have
all
fun.
That stuff. Have a good time. I'll see you when you come back.
Yeah, but let me ask y'all, let's flip it around. So if we flip it around, do you feel like y'all wives will be like let's say okay, it's a 7-day men's retreat. We going upstate. We kicking it. We might be doing some skiing, some snowboarding, something light. You know what I'm saying? Kicking it. And we just decide to just go backpacking and kick it. You know what I'm saying? Do y'all feel like y'all wives will feel the same way that y'all feel?
Mine personally, I think so. Because Joanna's pretty, she's not really the type to stay on top of me or see what I'm doing every 10, 15 minutes or anything like that. I think she'll give that respect. Enjoy yourself. You know what I'm saying? I'll just, check up on you. You know what I'm saying? Once throughout the day, make sure that you're good, make sure you're safe, and then I'll see when you come home.
Okay. What about you, Ant?
I don't know.
you looking around.
Yeah, you
look around pretty lightly, bro.
I look nervous, but I think Janelle will want to know who the friends are. I pride myself with a wide range of community of friends. And they go from left, they go from right, they go from wild, they go from left. So she knows. So respectfully, I have to also respect her as well. So I have to make sure that she knows who friends I'm going with. But then there's one time I was going somewhere, and respectfully, she knows. And I was like, that one person, that's that nice person that she knows. I was like, but he's going too. So, but at the end of the day, that was like way back. But at the end of the day, I respect my wife, and she knows that. But I want to make sure she knows if my wife does say no, I can't go, and that is okay.
Right. I think my wife is like that's the same kind of situations. Like she want to know who all going. She got my social security number, so it's like
I think I got my social security. I don't know.
I ain't gonna escape.
Mhm.
Like I mean, if she want to find me, Beans is a tracker, man. She'll find me. She'll find me, bro. And
Private eye.
it's not even like for instance when we hung out, we went to see the Brooklyn Nets game. Like she was just like, go ahead, y'all have
Well,
fun.
have fun.
She didn't text me one time. She was just like,
But did you want that text?
yeah,
But that's the Brooklyn Nets game, bro. That's just going to a game.
yeah.
We're
But
talking
I
about
mean,
going out
like,
the country.
I understand. But what I'm saying is like, she didn't take like, but I understand like she just is a type of person like I am when we hang out. Like I'm the type of person that like I'm not gonna text you when you kicking it because I know what you're doing. I know where you are. I know who you with. My schedule is different. Y'all know my schedule is like a night schedule. Her schedule, she has more leeway than I do, so she goes out more than I do, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I've made it a point in my mind, like, yo, if I got free time to do what I want to do, I'm gonna do me.
Facts.
I'm gonna look. I'm gonna go to a coffee shop. I'm gonna freaking go do stuff I love to do, like go check out a movie, go to
What's
a
up,
museum or
Patricia?
something
What's
like
up, Cuzzo?
that. Go to a museum or a concert or something like that. Like do those things I love.
Yeah.
But
So
I mean, out of
I have
country
a
is a
question.
different thing. It's
Me
a
too.
different thing. And yes, wifey will check up. But if she knows who I'm with, then she don't have to. There's nothing to worry about. If it's new people, then she'll probably be a little bit more tense with it because it's new people. Like it's people that she don't know. Like of course it's like she was like I'm trusting these
I
out.
trust you, but I don't trust the people around you.
She be like, you sure?
But
Are you sure?
but the most important thing is that she has to trust you.
Yeah.
And that's what it comes down with. I have a question. Would you share? And this doesn't have to be just even going outside the country. It could even be locally. Do you share your location? You know how on your iPhone you can share your location with the person. Do you
Yeah.
guys share your location with your spouses?
I'm gonna be honest, Jeff, and I'll be transparent. We did that before we got married, right? We
Okay.
used to do that, but bruh, when I could tell you that joint got nerve wracking, and then we nixed it all together. I'm gonna tell you why. Point blank period is like if you trust me, you trust me. There's no I need to drop a pin on my location. If I tell you that I am where I am, then you either believe me or you don't. And I'm just sorry. That's just the hardcore truth. But when we were dating, we tried that stuff. And then she's like, you
You're
said
at a Starbucks.
you said you at a Starbucks. It says now that
You're at Scarlett's.
you're on the Q train. Why you on the Q? But it's just like, it's the same thing. It's like, but I never really, you know what's funny? I never looked at it. I never looked at her location unless it was like, she was like getting home from work or something like that. And I lived in Queens, she lived in Brooklyn, and she was on her way home. That was like the only time I'd be like, oh, okay, she made it home safe, whoopie-woo. But we got rid of it because it was just like, it was getting, ugh.
It was getting stressful. How about you, Ant?
I never thought about that. Like, I never thought about sharing my location. Normally, like, say, for example, if she's out, like, with friends, I say, hey, can you just share your location? And then we go from there. But overall, like, yeah. If she's going in the country, I definitely need you to share your location.
Hey, Gabby.
Gabby!
What's up, princess?
Make sure you share your location with your dad.
I have it. I get.
Okay.
Gabby's location. She has. I have mine, and she has hers. Yeah.
Okay.
No, there's no question.
That's a great question,
Okay.
though. What made you ask that?
No, because I know some couples do that. And even when they're going on vacation, and I know some couples just do it. Period. I mean, never. I can see your location, guys. We'll talk about that later. But no, I know some people who do it, and they like, I know one particular couple in mind exactly where they have each other's, like, they share each other's location at all times. Doesn't matter where, and it's only because they have to keep tabs. They're trying to keep tabs with each other because there's some trust issues. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, there's trust issues.
But like you said, bro.
But that's what I was asking. I was asking that question. Gabby, this is grown folks conversation.
Facts.
But but
Gary,
the
see you in
reason,
Florida.
but not the reason I was asking quickly again because I just know some people do that and
Yeah.
they do it because safety reasons. Just want to make sure that hey, I want to make sure that my wife or my husband or my boyfriend, girlfriend, whoever it is safe. Some other people I know they do it because they want to keep track of their partner, at all times. The only time that I've ever done that is with Joanna is I'm going 10 off. Yeah, that's
Jeff, you better
it's
watch
true.
out.
It's true. Yo, Gabby is becoming like a whole adult, man. It's crazy.
You
But
better
Oh,
look,
watch out,
we have a
Jeff.
purse,
I'm gonna
like,
I'm gonna see in a
excuse
few
me?
weeks. So we gotta have a. I'm gonna see Gabby in a few weeks. We'll have a nice little
Look,
conversation.
Sit down, conversation. A daughter
Jeff,
and me.
you done got in
Yeah,
trouble.
Don't
yeah,
get
yeah,
yourself in
yeah,
trouble,
yeah, yeah.
Gabby.
But
Big
now
uncle
don't.
telling you.
Yeah, but now
Let's show your
don't.
location.
Yeah, but don't tell I've done it like with Joanna. It's like if I'm to like yo, I'm gonna go
What's
pick
up,
you up.
Pastor Patrick?
I'll share my location to her so she knows like how far I'm away from her. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, I don't do the share location, and I don't expect her to do it with me because to me it's unnecessary.
Yeah.
Yo, what's
We
up,
didn't talk.
Amari? What's good, bro?
Femi brought up something. What about a solo trip? You just want to go away. Like, you're
Like by
like, you know
yourself.
what? I just want to go away. Like,
That's
Wait, Anthony, let me get some context. Are you saying
what's up,
like,
Pastor
hey,
Patrick?
you tell your wife, like, hey, I'm about to go to Puerto Rico by myself real quick.
correct.
I'm a holler.
Yes. So I'm gonna bring two options, but I'm gonna go with that first, and then come back to me. How you feel about that? You just going to Puerto Rico for 3 days, and you're just like, I just want a solo trip. Is that okay?
But what's up? But so I would ask the reason. What is the reason for the solo trip versus doing like a couples trip? Like that's what I'll ask my wife. Like if when it came to me, she was like, "I want to do a solo trip by myself." I'll be like, "For what?" Because we're married, so I'm not really understanding why you want to go to Costa Rica by yourself.
Listen, I'm putting my stuff in his suitcase.
You get what I'm saying? So I would need to understand what is the purpose
It's a
behind it.
good question,
It's a
Anthony.
good question. So when you're married, you can't go on solo trip. Is that?
That's not what I'm.
Oh,
That's
Aaron, you
not, that's
can.
not,
You go on a solo trip
Oh,
to
you
the
just want to know
bathroom.
why?
To the bathroom.
No, I'm asking. I'm saying, my question would be, but why would you? Why would a married person want to go on a solo trip by themselves? Like to me, it just doesn't sound right.
I
You
can.
know what I'm saying?
Okay, this is what I'll
like,
say.
if you're doing a girl's trip, that's one thing. If you're doing a guy's trip, that's one thing. But by
Yeah.
yourself, like that's what I said. I would need to know what is the reason behind it.
Okay, so if you want a reason, let me give you a reason. So you say, you know what? I want to go to upstate New York to pray and fast for 3 days. Is that good?
So you want to go upstate New York
Yeah,
to go pray and fast for 3 days?
correct.
So Janelle told you that. What would be your response, bro?
Go. Like,
Okay.
if that's what you want to do, go.
Okay.
What?
So
You ain't gonna ask how she getting there, Anthony. Dang.
Okay.
Like,
I'm taking her there.
So then it's not a solo trip. Then if you take an upstate New York, how's it a solo trip?
No,
Bro?
all right. Let me back up. So
That means it's a couples trip.
I don't take her. She goes on Amtrak or she goes on the Long Island Railroad and she goes upstate. Is that? Are we good with that?
Lou said, "What about a weekend
I'm
stay
married
at
at
a
the red
hotel in the
flag.
city or something?"
How's that a red
to me,
flag? All right.
to me, that would
How's
be
that a
enough.
red flag? And I played
Because to
devil's
me, it wouldn't
advocate.
make sense.
I don't want no solo trip, but go ahead.
Okay, this is what I'll say. I'll say this: if it's a business trip or something of that sort, then cool. But it's kind of weird because
But
you gotta
what makes
ask
it
yourself,
weird?
like,
Give me the middle
wait.
point.
Let me tell you. Wait. And let me give me a second. I'm gonna say it's weird when you're married.
Okay.
Reason being, this is why I'll say it, because from the outside looking in, like I'm on the phone with my mom, right? And then she was like, "Where's Sabine at?" She always asks for Sabina every time. "Where's Sabine at?" "Oh, she's upstate by herself on a trip." That just sounds crazy. Like right there, she's like, "Oh, she went by herself on the outside." If you say that to anybody, "Oh, she just went by herself," she just went like wait, but why? Like everybody's gonna ask why, and in their minds, it's turning like, "Hey, she went to get away from Anthony, or she went to get away from Fred, or she went to get away from Jeff."
But
like,
you know bro, you know the most
And
important
that's
thing
all.
you said. That's a
That's why I'm
great
asking
point,
that
bro.
question.
And the most important thing you
What's up,
said is
Shaniqua?
their mind. It's
Mhm.
not in your mind. It's not in your
Yeah.
marriage. That's what your wife or husband needs at
Anthony, are
that
you playing this
moment.
case for yourself,
Because
bro? Are you trying to plan a solo trip by
no, no,
yourself?
no, no. I'm just so one, not planning a solo trip, but in the same perspective, what if? What if I want to plan a solo trip? I know a pastor that did 3 days up in the Poconos because he wanted to get more in tune with God. And his wife accepted that and said, okay, no problem.
But that's
Share
why
me your location.
but that's why I said, like, what is the reason behind, like, I get if it's something spiritual, you're going because, hey, you know what, I want to go to the Poconos for a couple of days just myself because I want to get more in tune with God. I feel
Hey,
like I'm able
Maybelline.
to go there. All right, cool. I get that. You know what I'm saying? I definitely understand that. But that's what I'm saying. What is the reason why? Is it more because you feel so stressed at home and what's going on at home, you need time away? Is it more like, hey, I just want to just go by myself just because I want to experience this new country or just new environment
What
by
if I just
myself?
what
Or
if
is it
like
just because
Pastor Patrick, what if I just want to be alone?
If you want to be alone, hey, you
Can
gonna
you
really
can we
say
do
that to
that?
your wife?
Hold on, can
Anthony,
we
you got but hold on,
I'm
Anthony, you
asking
gotta
a question.
understand.
Can
I
we do
just
that?
want to be
No,
alone.
that's what I'm saying. But Anthony, remember, you're married now, so the rules are different. You're not single, so you have to
Oh.
give some form of
Hmm.
explanation. You can't just say, "Well, babe, I just want to be alone," because then now her mind's going to run. Like, what do you mean you want to be alone? What's
But I'll
being
show you my
alone?
location too.
You know, but that don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing. Just because you share your
I'll show you my
location,
location. I'm FaceTiming you. I'm doing everything.
but how about the
She'll be
times
like,
that
okay, you can be alone in a casket.
that's what I'm saying. I'm not. Listen. I'm not
So
saying that.
so
I'm not saying this.
but what happened to the
Hold
go
on. I'm
ahead,
not
bro.
saying this. I'm not saying this wrong or right. What I'm saying is that when you're married, there's a respect factor, right?
Yeah.
There's certain conversations you need to have.
I
You
think
need to
Pastor
give
Patrick
more.
agreed with me too. But go ahead.
You need to give more than a reason that I just want to be alone. Because
Okay.
again, you gotta think, how is your spouse going to feel? If she's okay with it, then
Go
that's
in the
cool.
other room.
If he wants to do it, it's cool. You know what I'm
My
saying?
fault, bro.
But just to be like, yo, I just want to do a solo trip and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like there's too many red flags. You know what I'm saying? And that's not saying that that person is going there to do something that's going to disrespect your marriage.
Yeah.
What I am saying is that when you're married, you don't want to think like a single person. You want to
Right,
think like as a married couple.
right.
That's what all it comes down to.
So I
Listen,
like what
each his
Pastor
own.
Patrick is saying. He's saying, yo, if I got kids at this moment, and ladies, I need you to chime in. I need a comment. Comments are flowing. I love it.
Flowing and going.
If you got kids and it's like, yo, I just want to be alone. Like I want to be able to say, for example, give my wife 3 days. Here's your reason, Jeff. Give my wife 3 days. Just go. Here's a 3 day weekend, spa, everything. Just go. And I take care of the kids this weekend. There's your reason. That's okay for you?
And no, and that again, see, and that's fine. Keyword reason. You got to give a reason
Okay.
why.
So
That's
reason.
understandable, because again,
So
you're married. So it's
yeah.
just like this. It's just like if 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 I'm gonna go somewhere locally, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So let's just say, for example, it's like, yo, we're planning to go out to eat. You know what I'm saying? Let's say Friday night, guys gonna go out, get some wings. You know what I'm saying? Hang out or whatever. Out of respect, I'm gonna let my wife know, it's like, hey, babe, I'm so Friday night, this Friday, me, Fred, and Anthony, we go out and get some wings. I'm just letting her know out
Okay.
of
Right.
respect. I'm just not gonna just Friday night just go. She comes home, is like, yo, where you at? You know what I'm saying? And her mind may run. It's not a trust factor, it's a respect factor.
Okay.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's
Absolutely.
so it's the
Okay.
same thing if you're going on vacation. Because what happens when you do that, it builds the trust even more. So now if she comes to you, hey, you know what? I want to go ahead. I want to do a solo trip. You know what I'm saying? Because I just want time to myself. I
Okay.
just want to chill, relax, whatever. If we
Okay.
have kids, you know what I'm saying? I just need to unwind. All right, cool. I'll take care of the kids while you go do your thing. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? Again, there's that trust because there's an open line of
Okay.
communication. But when you're
Okay.
doing things without really explaining why you're doing it, this
Right.
is where the mind can run.
And
So
I
one more thing, and I want
go
to
ahead.
try to tie in what Luv is saying.
Okay.
So so say for example, it's not dicey, and you really do trust your wife or your husband
Right.
or your partner, and you just say to yourself, because we talked about the kids, now we're talking about also spiritual, and we be priding ourselves for self-care is the best care. And you look and you think to yourself like, yo, in this environment, in this space,
Right.
I'm literally going crazy. And I just need 3 days. Respectfully.
Right.
Can
No.
I be able to go somewhere and be able to just have a time alone for myself?
So here's
Is
the
that
thing too.
okay?
So I want to add to what Jeff was saying. There has to be a reason because you got to think about it, right?
Uh-huh.
Too. Like I want to add in Luminier's point.
Uh-huh.
You got to think about the history too. You're not gonna let your partner can't just up and do this if there's been trust issues. Another thing is if you guys have already had like stuff planned that the way y'all were gonna do things for like a month. Let's say within a month, like of May, y'all were planning to do things a certain way, and then all of a sudden you say, "Hey, I just want to go be alone." You agreed to that month. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't break that month, that schedule that you guys put input, because you got to think about it. Kids are involved. If kids are involved, if you guys set a schedule in the way that things are supposed to run, and then you just all of a sudden just say, "Hey, nah, I just need this time." Not to say you can't have your self-care time. It just has to be within the frame.
Okay.
Because that could be room for like a miscommunication.
Okay.
Right? So your time could be had. It just has to be communicated. And then like the last thing which Jeff was imparting, like, is that you have to give you definitely have to give that reason. You have to communicate with your partner and say like, okay, this is what this is. I'm gonna usher it out for you, and this is when I want to do this. You know, because I mean, if it's one thing, because when you first said it, I was just kind of like, okay, wait, you know what I'm saying? Because you know, when you get married to someone, you become a team. When you are by yourself, you don't answer to anybody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I understand you're alone. You do what you want to do. You go when you want to go, when you want to go there. But when you become, when you stand up there with them vows, you say, hey, I commit this, this, and this to you. You know what I'm saying? And so you have to communicate that to your partner.
Correct.
And your partner should be okay with it fairly. But if like, those things I said, if they have problems with those things I said, then you got to think twice about it, because you got to think about that person's thing, you know, their things and how they feel. And then afterwards, you have to honor if they want to eventually, like, let's say on a different weekend, if they want to do something and go alone, you have to honor that and take the kids.
And guess what? And guess what? To add on you, and you said it wonderfully. Guess what? If, say, for example, they want to go out the following week, it might make them a better person. They come back and say, you know what? I prayed. I did some stuff, audit. And I said, you know what? Hey, let's have a conversation when I get back.
Right.
Because I've been really thinking. I've been really having some time for myself. And this conversation is a real conversation. And I think sometimes if like you said, you gave your reason, you communicated, your partners feel respected, and say, okay, honey, no problem. How can I support you?
Right. Like Pastor Patrick just said, come back refreshed. There's always moments to do that. Like a men's retreat or a woman's retreat. Like let's say if my wife said, hey, babe, this weekend there's a women's conference here. And I'm gonna go for 2 days, and I'm gonna go, you know, go get refreshed. I feel like I need to recharge. My job has been put me through it, and I've been going through. Yeah, of course, absolutely, do that. I would never. That's the one thing I said. Like when I got married to my wife, is like, hey, I would never ever try to interrupt you trying to make yourself better.
Facts. I never. Correct. That's one thing. I think that's sometimes why I think the way I think, because like I want you to be better than me. I want you to be a better person. So because it will refresh the marriage. It makes the marriage better, because what you're doing is evolving, and I'm evolving with you. And you have to be in an environment where you have to evolve. Maybe not with me, but when you come back into the environment, I want you to evolve with me, communicate with me, and I think Black Rose been doing an amazing job. I think don't be vague. I think at that moment in regards to the reasoning, don't be vague. Don't just wake up one day and say, I want to go upstate. I want to do this. I'm like, nigga, you better go on Hulu. You better
Anthony,
go watch some.
damn well he ain't
You
gonna be
better go
saying
watch some
that.
TV in the living room. Like,
Nah, yeah, no, I mean, yeah, you that.
yeah.
That's
So
why I
I like
said
that.
you
Don't
have
be
to
vague.
communicate.
Be
That's why I
honest.
said you have to communicate. Give a reason. Explain the reason why. So again, so that you're making your spouse feel comfortable and
Correct.
also giving them the ability to support you more.
Yeah.
With you want to go on vacation. If it's, you know what I'm saying, and that's why I said it's important to have that conversation.
Last one. This is my second thought. My second thought will be, say for example, there's some things going on in the marriage or the relationship, and you like, yo, I just want to go back to my parents real quick. How y'all feel about that?
And
You
then
want
what
to
it
go
go?
back to your parents?
Go back to my parents for like 2 days, going back to that 3 days. What you say about that?
Yeah. No, I think it's great. Like
Going
I'm gonna
back to
tell
your
you this.
parents?
I'm gonna tell you this. Before me and my wife.
I have mixed feelings about that, but go ahead.
Okay, so for me, I feel like it just depends because
Okay.
it's just like for me, honestly, like I know who her parents are. Of course, these are my mother. This is my mother and father-in-law. Even before they were my mother and father-in-law, you know what I'm saying? For me though, like I know that she's in good hands. She's gonna be well fed. Like
That's
I
a
know what
fact.
she's gonna eat.
That black
I know she's
rice,
gonna
no
be
joke.
protected. And there's nothing I have to, I don't really have to, I know exactly where she's at. I know I have their numbers, this, that, and the third. Because before we got married, I went back home to Kansas City. And I was in Kansas for a month away from my wife. So like I had to recharge, and God did so much pouring into me that it really like and Beans honored that because she came like what a month that next month in
Yeah.
July. And when I saw her, I was just like, oh my God, I miss this woman. Like this is my everything.
Yeah.
Like, and it just gave me this,
Refresh.
refreshed.
So you
Jeff
so
said
you
he
would
got mixed feelings. Let's go.
no.
But is that for your hold on?
I
Is that for your marriage, or is it for your marriage? You can still do that, or not?
I mean, if she needs to visit, I mean, because within our culture, anytime people say like, "Hey, they're going to go visit their parents," or "Are they going back to visit their parents?" There's a negative connotation on it for some reason. Like, yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna just go stay with my people for a while. Like we've heard it. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Or I'm gonna go visit my aunt. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm gonna visit my grandma. There's a negative connotation on it, but I mean, if she want to go to Pennsylvania and chill, go ahead.
Say a little more,
okay.
bro. Chime in.
No, so what I was gonna say is that the reason why I have mixed feelings on it is that number one, is that the first reaction if there's issues within the marriage? Is this like the first, like, okay, you know what, we're getting too many arguments. The first time I want to go back to my parents for a couple of days or so, right? Are there trust issues? What's causing all this? So I mean, there's so many different layers. That's why I have mixed feelings on it. I don't think it's one of those things as clear as dry. For me, I personally wouldn't do it. But if my wife says she needs to go back to, again, I would have to ask why. Are we going to counseling? Have we try to iron out our issues? Is this something where it's become so toxic to the point where it's like we can't stand to be around each other, to where she's like, I need to go to my parents' house for a couple of days to
True.
kind of get away. And that's why I say it just depends, because, and is that person codependent on their parents? Do you get along with your in-laws, right? Are they going to go to your in-laws' house? And let's say they don't like you, they're going to feed things into your relationship or into your marriage.
Right.
One of the things that I've always believed in is like, what,
So
and
good.
this one advice that my dad used to he gave me. He was like, the less people you keep out of your marriage, the better. Not everybody needs to know what goes on within your marriage.
Facts.
If you know what I'm saying, you can have like a mentor or maybe like somebody you can kind of, that you guys both trust, can go to kind of seek guidance at
Yeah.
times. You know what I'm saying, like your pastor or whatever. Like I know we do that at our church. You know what I'm saying, where if there are things that are going on within your marriage, you can go to them and they'll help counsel you, right, and help steer you to the right direction. But you don't want to sit there and tell your whole world, especially family. Because a lot of times, if you go to your family about your issues that's going on in your marriage, remember, you're telling one side of the story. You're painting a picture,
Facts.
right? And now they're
True.
gonna have a perception of that person. So now you're saying like, you know what? I'm gonna go back to my mom and dad's house for like 3-4 days,
True.
and you painted this picture that this person that you're married to is toxic, all this other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you get over there, depending on the type of relationship you may have, they may feed into that issue. So you're not really resolving the issue or taking, you know what I'm saying, to the time part to resolve it. They're actually going to help increase the distance within it. That's why I said it's I have mixed feelings with it
No, I
because
get
I've
it. I
seen
get
this.
it.
I've seen
That's
this happen.
experience. That's experience right there.
No, it is experience. I've seen it happen time. I've seen it happen with my parents. I've seen it happen with some of my friends. Even when I was married before, it happened within my marriage. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I seen what it did. Like it caused more damage than good. But that's why
Yeah.
I said it really just
That's
depends
really good.
on what's going on. I would never say it should be your first reaction to go back to
Right.
your parents. I would say first try to figure out whatever it is. If not, go get some counseling, speak to your local, your church pastor, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And but if it's to the point where you need that time apart, then
You
I
gotta do
mean,
what you gotta do.
Nah,
yeah.
I get it. I get
That's
it,
really
Jeff.
good.
Like I definitely hear your point of view. That's a great point because it's like there can be a negative connotation because like her parents, your wife going to her parents' house could be like, oh, what's wrong? You know what I'm saying? Oh, is there something going on? And then like now that you mention it, well, I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
like the
yeah,
way
yeah,
that
yeah.
I don't like Jeff's NY fitted. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like, and then it goes to this whole bit. No, but I'm
Shout out
just
to the
saying,
Yankees.
from the
Nah, but
gate,
definitely.
though, Jeff.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? From the gate, like it could be like, and maybe like her parents are not trying to do that, but it's just like, okay, why are you home right now? Like, what's
Mm-hmm.
good? Like, what's going on? Same thing. It's like if if you go to if you just fly all the way back to Florida, and you know what I'm saying, and then your parents be like, Jeff, what's good? Like, why you just, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
like,
You
how's your
just
life?
have a, you
Like,
know.
you got a whole life, you know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? You know, they would probably be asking you questions,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not for them to pry. It's just, they just want to know, like, how you
No,
doing, what's
parents
going on.
naturally gonna ask what's going on because
Yep.
they're gonna sense it. They're gonna see something is
They know
off.
their
You know what I'm
son.
saying? And that's what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I said it's. I would. I'm not saying I wouldn't recommend it. I'm just saying like I would proceed that with caution.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? And don't allow that to be your first reaction. What I always say, do not make an emotional decision.
Yep.
You know what I'm
And
saying? Do not, you know what I'm saying? Like, think
hmm
logically about it. Try to see if you can figure out, because again, you're married. You're not single anymore.
it's a
So
fact.
when you're married, you want to try to figure out how to really work and fix your marriage without like, I got to step out for a couple of days and let that be. And that's always the reaction you're going to have, because sometimes what happens is, and again, I've seen this. This didn't happen to me, but I've seen what happened with other people that I knew that were married.
right.
Every single time there was an argument, I'm going to my parents. I'm going to my parents' house for 2 3 days.
It becomes
Yep.
a
Every
pattern.
single time, it became a
Yeah,
pattern,
that's
and
right.
it destroyed their marriage, because now the parents started, they became even that much more overprotective of their child,
Yep.
and they had a really negative outlook or perspective on the person they married.
Yep.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So
So good,
it's
bro.
just, you set yourself up for failure that way, and that's why I said it's like I would proceed with that with caution, and just
Yeah,
kind of like look at different ways you can fix it, because you are a team now. You know what I'm saying? Like we were saying, you're a team, and so you want to work out whatever difference you can within the confines of your own home before like, okay, I'm gonna stay at my parents' house for a couple of days to get away.
Yo, thank you for that
absolutely.
experience, bro.
So as we land this plane, fellas, like, what is the consensus? What do we get from this? Like, what from this conversation? What do y'all get from this conversation?
For me, I would just, to me, it's communication. That's what it comes down to. If you go on a vacation, whether it's a girls' trip, guys' trip, whether if you need to get away for a couple of days, whether if it's a solo trip that your spouse is doing, just communicate with your spouse. Make sure that there's trust there, because um, even if there's no trust, you could be doing a simple guys trip and there's going to be an issue. You know what I'm saying? Because
Facts.
there's no trust factor. So make sure that there is a trust factor in your marriage, because when you trust your spouse, your spouse trusts you. You know what I'm saying? One, it's easy to communicate. You know what I mean? That's number one. And number two, it's like you can go on your trip and feel comfortable to enjoy a trip, or your spouse will go on their trip and you can feel comfortable and knowing that they're gonna enjoy themselves and come back home to you without having to worry what they did on that trip.
Well,
That's what I got out of it.
I love it. I love it.
Communication. What about you, Ant? What you get from this?
I think Jess said it very well. I think it's more in perspective of communication, time, and an opportunity to be able to say, hey, these are my friends. Hey, can I do this? Hey, can we do this together? And communicate. Communicate. That's the best thing. And then, say, for example, if you know in your heart that there's trust issues in your marriage or your relationship, don't go. Because you know yourself, bro. You know yourself, sis.
Yeah,
It's just literally, it's literally you building on more things. Because at
absolutely.
the end of the day, they calling your phone, they doing everything. Because I think Jess said it in the beginning, if they gonna cheat on you in New York or they gonna cheat on you in Jamaica, they gonna be the same person.
That's a
So
fact.
fix.
That's no lie.
My dad always say, fix home first.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I straight up say that communication is key. More than anything, it's like
Facts.
it's the key to everything. A divided house cannot stand.
Facts.
So make sure that you make your communication clear too. Like if you don't make it clear, if you leave stuff out, like Anthony was talking about being vague, and it's just like if you say like, "Hey, I'm going for the weekend. We going upstate," but you don't mention that like maybe people, women will be there. Like that is going to cause a whole nother set of issues. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Because she
Or
looking
like
at them
it could,
IG pictures.
yeah, or it can just be simple as like, yo, like, hey, I need this time alone to get my mind right. That's why I'm going to this conference, and just explaining why, you know. Or
Respectfully.
you know, we both have been going through things, and I want you to get your time to like. When do you want to take your time? Because I'll take my time. You know, I want to take my time this day. I
And
think
come back.
like Luke just said, intentions must be clear.
That's a fact.
Yeah, because the intentions
100% a
rule the
fact.
world. You know what I'm saying?
And don't be
Oh
random.
yeah. Y'all don't forgot to mention tomorrow is a holiday.
Woo!
Tomorrow is a holiday. I heard it's Top Shelf Tuesday tomorrow.
Woo!
New episode.
A new episode is dropping, and it's entitled "Is Religion a Choice?" I mean, I ain't gonna go no further than that. Is it? No, I don't know. Don't answer that. Don't answer that. Don't answer that. I'm
Gotta
just gonna
tune in,
know,
listen.
is religion a choice? This is a great anointed episode that we did. Anthony came up with this topic. We had fun with it. And
Definitely.
Jeff, can you tell them where they can find us?
Most definitely, most definitely. You can find us, where you stream your favorite podcasts, such as Apple, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Anchor, Stitcher, YouTube. You can also check us out at our website, www.thetopshelfpodcast.com. Again, that is www.thetopshelfpodcast.com. You can also check us out on Facebook. Facebook does have a platform you can listen to podcasts.
Absolutely.
They're actually going to be taking that away, I think, by next month. But in the meantime, you can do that. My point is, you have all these different choices where you can listen to us, and it's free. It doesn't cost you anything. But if you enjoy this conversation, you're also going to enjoy our podcast episode tomorrow and
We
all our
love
other
you.
podcasts.
Absolutely. And last but not least, we have what is your word of the week, and we're gonna start with my boy Anthony.
Refresh.
Refresh. I love it. I love it. I love it. What about you, Jeff?
Communication.
Communication. Okay, that's fire. That's fire. That's fire.
What's y'all word of the week in the chat?
Put your word of the week. Drop it in the chat. We want to know y'all word of the week. What's a word that you'll be meditating on for this week? Mine is, I had a word before, but then something else echoed is peace. Because there's just too much stuff going on. It is way too much stuff going on in the news.
Refresh, peace, and communication. That sounds like a knife triangle.
Let me tell you, because I'm like, this world could use
Trifecta.
all of those things. because
Yeah.
all this stuff is
That's a fact,
Because all
man.
we need is
Linda said
communication with each
clarity.
other, man.
She said clarity.
Ooh.
Give us two more words, three more words. A breakthrough. Pastor Patrick said breakthrough. I love it.
Ooh.
That's a great word.
Shout out to Pastor Patrick with his
He
church
was
in the
on for a
building.
whole good 30 minutes. Thank you. Prophet.
That's my pastor right there.
I
One of my
love it. I
pastors.
love it.
Good peoples. Pastor Patrick is good. Good peoples. Give us
Most
one
definitely,
more
man.
word of the week. What is your word of the week? It could be anything. Do not feel intimidated. We out here. We out here. Understand it. What I need from you is understand. That's the joint. Yeah, yo, that was the joint, Jeff. Tell me about it.
That definitely was a joint.
I'm telling you. I'll tell you. And Pastor Patrick, yo, I heard you supposed to be coming through soon. But we'll talk about that later.
Facts. About to drop some gems.
Dropping gems. But yeah, man, we are excited for the episodes to come. Tomorrow's a holiday. Make sure y'all check in. Top Shelf Tuesday is religion of choice.
Woo-hoo.
Make sure y'all tune in on all streaming platforms. We'll see you same time next Monday, 9 p.m. Peace.
One love.
Peace.